Hi everyone and welcome to another episode of Chow with Lau, and today I'm going to show you one of my favourite takeaway dishes, stir-fried chicken satay. Let's do this. So when I used to work at my mum's takeaway, one of my favourite things to make for myself during a break was chicken satay. I love it because it's spicy, it's sweet, it's got that faint peanut undertone to it, and it's just delicious. I could make huge portions of this, believe me. So the secret to a good stir-fry satay is the sauce, and I use this one. Jimmy's. I'll leave a link in the description below so you can go and get it if you want. It's really simple, really quick, and even more tasty. So without further ado, let's jump right into this. So I've got 2 cloves of garlic. I'm going to give it a quick pound, and then I'm just going to chop it finely. I'm going to use a little bit of ginger, not too much, about that kind of chunk. Just chop the ends off of it, take off any gnarly bits, like so. Again, give it a bit of a mash, and then chop it quite finely. Notice we're keeping the skin on. That's the traditional Chinese way. Got roughly half an onion, which I'm going to just dice up quite roughly. Got a yellow pepper. I like the colour and they're a bit sweeter than the green and the red ones. Just going to chop it in half. Remove the seeds just like that. They come out really easy. You just put your thumb underneath like so and just prise it out, and it just comes off in one go. Easy as that. Don't worry about the seeds. They are edible, it's not a problem. What you can do if you don't like it, you can take out the pith like this, because they're a bit fibrous. Like that. Same here, because these are more of a problem to me than the seeds are. The seeds will just get lost in everything. Tap it out to get rid of the main bulk of it. I don't mind if I find 1 or 2 still in the dish, it's not a problem. Okay, and now I'm just going to roughly dice these. Don't want to go for too thin strips because I do want them to have some bite. If you stir fry these in thin strips, then they just kind of melt away, and we don't want that. We want some resistance, a little bit al dente. That's what stir frying is all about. So that's 1 whole pepper. And finally, I've got some tender stem broccoli. Now, I'm going to keep these like bite size. Just pull off any leaves that are a bit too much, a bit dry. That's fine. Just sort them out. Anything longer than that, what we're going to do is just put a knife through it like that. The stalk's still good. Like I said, you need some crunch with these stir fries. Something like that, that's great. It's about, what, 100 grams of broccoli there. And I love this tender stem broccoli. It cooks quicker than normal broccoli because it's thinner. Still has lots of taste, lots of iron, fantastically good for you. I'm sure it's some sort of superfood. So I've got 2 chicken breast fillets for this recipe. I'm going to chop them up quite chunkily. Again, I want something to get my teeth into. You can do it into thin strips if you like. This is enough for 2 to 3 people. If you slice it up thinly, you can make it for 3 or 4 people. It's totally up to you. Now for the satay sauce itself. Now I'm going to make it the quick and easy way, but it won't skip on flavour. This is just a more efficient way of making the sauce. Instead of doing it as you stir fry, I'm going to make it before and add it to the stir fry, and it all comes together in the end. So I'm going to add to this bowl 3 large tablespoons of this satay sauce. Now, I know what strength this is, so you have to try to decide for yourself. Maybe 2, it depends on how good your spice palette is or how much you can take heat, but the stronger the flavour, the hotter it is, because we're adding more of the heat to it, more of the chili within this satay. Okay, so go carefully. It won't blow your head off. It's not the hottest thing in the world, but it can give quite a kick. And if you're more sensitive to spicy things, then just be a little bit more careful. To this, I'm going to add a tablespoon of light soy sauce, a tablespoon of xiaoxing rice wine or dry white wine or dry sherry. It's optional, but I like to use it in this. A couple of tablespoons of honey or golden syrup, and if you haven't got that, you can just use sugar. Probably a tablespoon and a half of just sugar would be enough, depending on your sweet toothness. I have a very strong sweet tooth, as my regular viewers will know. So I put quite a lot on. 2 tablespoons of honey for that. A tablespoon of cornflour or cornstarch. A little grind of salt. It's probably about 1/4 of a teaspoon of salt there. And the same in ground black pepper. And about 100 ml or so of water. That could be quite approximate. We can add more if we need to during the cooking process. And we're going to give that a good stir. And the corn flour in this is going to thicken it as we cook it, as we cook out the sauce. And that's going to make our life a lot easier. It's just going to be kind of instant. And that's what I love about this recipe. It's just so quick. Make sure we've stirred it all in. Make sure that honey or the syrup or the sugar is all dissolved. It's great. You can see that kind of classic satay colour. I've yet to find anything better than that Jimmy's satay sauce. You can probably find it in your local Asian supermarket or Chinese supermarket, but you can definitely find it online as well. There you go. Done. Now we're ready for the stir fry. Right guys, first step as per usual is to get the wok smoking hot before you put the oil in even, because that helps create the non-stick effect from your pan, from your wok, from your steel wok. So smoke coming off, we're ready. So we're going to put about 2 tablespoons of cooking oil. Don't forget, make it regular cooking oil, vegetable, corn oil, rapeseed oil, peanut oil, not sesame oil, not olive oil, because they will burn. Get that really hot. And the first thing I'm going to do to that is add my chicken. Sear that off. There you go. Beautiful. You can add a little salt, little pepper, let it sear. Don't move it too quickly, otherwise it's going to go a little bit mushy. After you seared it for about 30 seconds or so, then we can turn it and get it going. This whole process is going to take just minutes. That's the beauty of stir frying. Okay, so we've got that going. What I'm going to do now is add our vegetables all at the same time. In it goes. And our flavour ingredients, the garlic and the ginger. A little bit more oil. Start tossing it about. And immediately the smell comes through. Beautiful. Look at the colours as well. Doesn't that look fresh? It looks kind of healthy straight out of the pan like that, doesn't it? So much vibrancy, so much colour. Can't go wrong. Okay. Gonna add a touch more salt. Now people, I'm getting more and more questions asking why I don't use MSG. And is it bad for you? Well, the reason why I don't use MSG is not because I think there's anything unhealthy about it. I don't. I've done a bit of research. And I've worked with it before, obviously when I was working at my mum's takeaway. And it's not bad for you. But I think you can you can get the flavours naturally. I have nothing against MSG. In fact, the way that people are asking me questions about it, I think I'm going to make a video just about MSG. Yeah. If you have any particular questions you want to know about MSG, please leave them in the comments below and I'll do my best to answer them. The other thing is I like to use ingredients you can find at your local supermarket, or failing that, Asian supermarkets. And I know you can get MSG at Asian supermarkets, but it's kind of a new thing, I think. You generally can't find it in your local Tesco's or Aldi, but maybe things will change. Right, we're nearly there, guys. So I've got my sauce. Give it a good stir because we want all of it to amalgamate. We don't want to leave it in this bowl. Give it a good stir. And then we add it straight in like so. There we go. And then get the heat on again and bring it back to temperature. Look at that. Wow, the smell, absolutely amazing. Toss it through. I'm going to add a little bit more to this because the sauce is getting quite thick. I like the sauce quite thick, but that was going to go a little bit over for me, I think. Look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful. There we go, guys. Done. That is so nice. Get your taste buds ready. I've been looking forward to this. That's amazing. It's got some kick to it, but the sweetness and the combination of the two things is amazing. It's got that really subtle peanutty flavour. It's not overly strong, it's just perfect. And the crisp vegetables. Beautiful. Beautiful. Chicken is lovely and tender. And everything just complements each other. If you want a bit of spice in your life, this is the one to go for, guys. I can't recommend this one enough. And it literally only took minutes. I think this is one of the quickest videos I've ever made because it was just so quick to prepare and to cook. Literally took me 20 minutes to set up and do, even with the setting up of the cameras and everything. This was such an easy one, but that shows you just how easy and quick it is to make. So there are no excuses. This is just the bomb. Right, guys, thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you think about this video. If you like what you see, give us a like, give us a subscribe, hit that notification bell so YouTube tells you when I upload videos, and I will see you in the next one. Take care. See you again soon. Bye bye.